Do you watch free-to-air TV?
Not anymore, no.
Yes, I do.
Sometimes, but mainly not.
Same here, sometimes, mainly not.
No. No.
A little bit, if the footy's on.
Barely. I don't really watch it, no.
Today's viewing stats suggest that the future of free-to-air TV as we know it is looking snowy. According to new data from OzTam, which is Aussie Media's official audience measurement source, viewership among kids and teens on commercial free-to-air broadcasters has been dramatically falling. Since 2009, kids aged 0 to 4 have clocked a 75.4% decrease in watch time, from 69 minutes to 17. The 5 to 12 range down even more, with a 77.3% drop from 66 minutes to 15. And 13 to 17-year-olds coming in nearly 80% down, from 64 minutes to 13. Despite the drop in young eyeballs on free-to-air TV, the consumption of content hasn't dropped. In fact, it's actually growing. So, where is everyone?
I watch a bit of YouTube and Netflix.
Netflix. Or sometimes KO.
Foxtel.
Probably KO. Instagram sometimes. I go on Instagram. Yeah, probably social media or a streaming platform.
TikTok, usual social media platforms, as well as ABC iView.
When we talk about what kids are engaging with free-to-air television or not, we have to keep in mind the fact that younger people do like to engage with the social stuff, and the social stuff kind of moved on from those free-to-air offerings.
Today, our screens are dominated by pay streaming platforms and social media. The most popular of which for young people, according to the Australian Children's Television Cultures Research, are Netflix, Disney Plus and YouTube.
There's more options obviously on streaming, and there's practically no ads on streaming, so it's just easier to watch altogether.
It's a lot easier and a lot easier to access.
Because there's just more variety and yeah, it's just easier.
You can watch it on your phone and you don't have to watch it on the TV.
Some of the content on TV is okay, but it's not always that there are things that I like watching on TV. So it's of course it's also because of the accessibility and my personal preferences. So it's definitely a mix, yeah.
But is this change a problem? Well, maybe. See, free-to-air television brings a lot of value to society's table by supporting local creativity and production and broadcasting events that impact everyone, giving all Aussies an equal opportunity to share in a sense of identity and cultural understanding.
The COVID thing really emphasized the role that the media plays in coordinating public responses. There's this rugged individualism that's seeped in, where people have sort of said, oh, I can go it alone. I worry about the social aspect, that we can't be by ourselves in a world. We need the information.
The free-to-air values are something lots of people want to protect. Recently, there's been a lot of talk about anti-siphoning legislation. That's law which protects broadcasts of sports and cultural events from being put behind a paywall before free-to-air has a chance to claim them. Since 1992, the government has enforced these laws, but they haven't been updated to include digital streaming rights. It means that sports and events could have their digital streaming rights immediately snapped up by paywalled streaming services. And that's a problem, because many households now rely on digital streaming for their viewing. In fact, digital streaming makes up 20% of all free-to-air viewing, and that number is growing. Then there's local TV production. Free-to-air channels have local content quotas, or set amounts of locally made TV they have to broadcast to support Australian creative industries and protect Australian stories. That quota is a minimum of 55% locally made content. But for streaming services, it's currently 0. We also can't forget the importance of local and national news.
We're losing local capacity, we're losing local views, and it's profoundly ironic that 30 years ago, I could know what was happening across the street, and now with the internet, this massive information machine, I no longer get to know what happens across the street because it's all been closed down.
Things are changing though. The government has been reviewing and updating anti-siphoning laws to protect more free-to-air sports. There are new laws forcing smart TV manufacturers to promote local free-to-air channels on their home screens. And earlier this year, the government promised to introduce a local content quota system for streaming services by the start of July. But some people reckon there are other changes that need to be made too.
Maybe like appealing to a wider audience, because there's really nothing in between like kids shows and then like the news.
Social media, I guess, is kind of taking over, I guess, yeah.
I mean, I think they'll have to join the social media game to become more relevant to the younger generations now. So I think that's the only way to save them right now in this current climate.
It's a little bit inevitable because that's where attention is. I am very worried about the extent to which we have given such an incredible amount of power to some guys in Silicon Valley. People need multiple sources to get a variety of perspectives, but if we want to maintain the benefits of free-to-air television, we'll need some policy consistency. We'll need to make sure that journalists and media providers and entertainers know that they can be here in Australia, that they can succeed, and that developing their skills and applying their creative talent is going to be worthwhile in the Australian space.